Now, do you know the symptoms of breast cancer? If the answer is no, then you are not alone. A survey by Breakthrough Breast Cancer has found 1 in 5 women can't identify any signs or symptoms of the disease. Breast cancer affects 48,000 women each year and remains the most commonly diagnosed cancer in the UK. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You'll be hearing a lot about it over this month, and the more we talk about it, the better, quite frankly. And here to tell us more and share her personal experience of breast cancer is Ismena from Wimbledon. Ismena, good morning.
Good morning.
Can we go back to the just when you found out you had breast cancer? How many years ago was it?
I had my original breast cancer 7 years ago now, in 2004.
And can you talk us through that a minute? Did you find a lump? How did that happen?
No, I actually found I had a swollen lymph gland in my armpit that started to hurt, and I wasn't too sure what that was. So I went down to the doctor, and he couldn't find any lumps or anything, so referred me straight to the hospital. And at that time, I was 29 years old, and I was lucky that the doctor actually took it seriously. And you know, I then had the lump removed, and they found the breast cancer cells, and that started me on a sort of a 10-month path of treatments to get to recovery.
And did you have a lumpectomy or a mastectomy?
I had a lumpectomy and then a mastectomy.
Right. And
I went for the whole hog, you know.
The full thing, the full works. You then had chemo and radiotherapy. Did you have both?
Yes, I had both. And then I had an injection called Zoladex for a couple of years and tamoxifen for 5. And remained disease-free for all of that time.
But sadly, it's come back.
It has. So I think I was about 6 years from that first diagnosis, and I was getting these pain attacks in my back. It felt like a really bad gluten reaction. I'd been on this diet that excluded gluten, and so we thought it was that for quite a while, for a few months. And then it got to the point where it really, really wasn't that. And I just getting pain in my back and in my legs for a couple of days, and then it would ease off again.
And how did they realise? Did you go to the doctor and have them look at the symptoms again and do a scan or something?
Yeah, I got referred to a doctor to have a look at the gluten side of things, and as a precaution, because of my history, they did a liver scan, and in the liver scan they found a cyst, and it went from there. So I had MRI, CT scans, and then on the 16th of December last year, I got told that it had returned in my lungs, liver and bones.
So you now have secondary breast cancer?
I do. Well, I do. I'm very lucky to be treated at the Royal Marsden, and I have a wonderful Professor Johnston, looking after me. And over the last sort of 6-7 months, we've managed to get the lungs and liver into remission, and the bones are stable.
Oh, that's fantastic.
The best we can. Yes.
That is such good news.
Yes.
Now, we're talking today, I can't believe, I've been working with Breakthrough for many years as well. I can't believe that still people aren't sure of the symptoms. But do you think that might be down to fear as well?
I think it's a bit of a putting your head in the sand. You know, I ironically, at 29, it paid no attention to it at all, because that's what older women got. It wasn't what people my age got. And I'd actually signed up to do one of the runs for breast cancer for the first time ever, and then obviously I couldn't do the run. I just think it's people don't think it'll happen to them. And I really pray and hope that it doesn't, but the statistics are really very much not looking so shiny.
And can you remind people of the symptoms and what they should be looking for? Obviously, we're going to be talking about this a lot on the show today and throughout the month. But for people, so it's even, as you said, you found a sore lump under your arm.
Yeah, so I'd found it had already travelled in my cancer to be under my arm, and so one of my lymph glands swelled and it hit one of the nerves. Obviously you should be feeling your breast, and there's instructions on the internet. All of the breast cancer care, Breakthrough Breast Cancer will have the way to do that. But yeah, you should be feeling 4 lumps sort of every month. I think they're sort of puckering around the breast, just knowing what they look like, looking for changes, things like that.
Thank you, Ismena, for telling us your story, and I think it's going to give a lot of people hope. Really good to talk to you, and I'm so delighted for you that it's in remission at the moment. Ismena, there from Wimbledon.